Alrighty, I think we're live. All right, what's up? Hey YouTube, internet world. Hope you're having a good one. Welcome to the fourth episode of this series I started. My name's Jordan. I'm a digital marketer that has put all his chips on educating business owners, creatives, entrepreneurs, artists, and content creators. Gotta stop saying I've got about 16 years of digital marketing experience, and I've been through pretty much the most situations you could. I've been through a lot of situations, but this episode is going to be about my first group of clients and the lessons that I learned going through the gauntlet. Oh, I went through a lot. So I started my agency in 2000. I quit my job, started my agency in 2016. And the first group of clients were family and friends, just to make sure, I got my chops, So they're like, I need a website. I'm like, okay, I got it. Then I'm running Facebook ads for the website. Everybody's happy. Um, and after getting that initial success with like, I know how to do websites. I know how to run ads. I know how to do the search engine optimization. I know how to do the newsletter marketing. I know how to make the content and also the branding and the public relations. I had taken it upon myself to learn almost every aspect of digital marketing. So I was confident that I had the knowledge, even though I'm looking back, I was young, so they didn't really respect me. And even now, I look young. Like I'm, I'll be 35 next month. But people don't treat me like I'm turning 35 next. I just roll with it because I'm like, okay. And I mean, like, seriously, like the other day, or not the other day, um, last fall, I think somebody knocked on my door, and this kid, he had to been, he said he was 21 after we started talking. He asked for my parents, and I was like, are you serious, man? I instantly offended. He was like, yeah, are your parents home? I said, do I, like, how old do you think I am? He was like, 23, 24. I said, no, man, no. I was so offended. But anyway, let's get into these first, and I'm going to keep it short today. For real. I'm going to keep it short. Um, but I love talking to y'all. And please feel free to drop any comments if you have any questions. And also make sure, I should have said it at the beginning. Next time I'm going to say it at the beginning. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell to get all the notifications. I'm getting better at that. I've never had to say that before. And I've never minded when YouTubers said it. I did mind the when they used to point down below, because then it was like they were all doing it. Some people still do it to this day. But anyway, let's get into the first projects. I had started in 2016. The first digital, like the first client I got online was for earbuds, athletic earbuds brand. And he had never hired anybody. I told him this is my first. So it was kind of perfect for both of us, but I gave him too much. I gave him too much. Looking back, I gave him a strategy, and I taught his intern how to run Facebook ads and how to make content and schedule it. And looking back, he paid 500 for a strategy. I could have just sent the strategy. I didn't have to spend. I think I spent weeks teaching his his daughter how to do the how to run ads and stuff, just because I was so like happy to have a client and really wanted it to work, because he didn't want to hire me to run the ads, and he was complaining about the money and he didn't know everything, so I'm like educating him. And I should have known. I loved teaching. I should have known then that I'm more of a educator than a service provider, but I hadn't reached that turning point yet. I still thought like, okay, get the client, provide, next. And I was trying to be I was being a savage with but my heart wasn't in it, y'all. So just from that client, I learned not to give out that much. Don't overproduce, oh man, oversell. Don't oversell yourself, because nobody will help you when you're tired. I, I promise you. In your business, nobody's going to help you when you're tired. Your team, nobody outside of your business is going to help you. And if you're a one man team and you're tired, people just, whew, it's a cold world out here, y'all. But yeah, that was one of my first ones. Then I had a transportation company, and they wanted a web. They thought I was trying to get over on them by doing the maintenance for the website, and it was only, I think, $50 or $100 to do the maintenance a month on their website if they need anything. And they're like, "Nah, I think you're trying to get over on me," and I'm like, "How?" Like, I'm spending a couple hours a month on your site, and we're in constant communication, but it boiled down to him not making money on his end, and he thought the website was going to herald in a new era for his business. And just realistically, the website is just a foundation, like a platform. You need marketing and sales to drive the traffic to the website. And he thought I was trying to like get him somehow. And I'm trying to show him that, like, no, you put the money into Facebook ads and it goes to your site. You put the money into Google ads and you get traffic. You put the money into making really good engaging content, and that's how you build traffic, and then you scale up. But he wasn't hearing any of that. So one of the first things I learned, your clients, even though they're paying you, they don't have your best intentions. And it's all business, it's professional. They're not supposed to, or they don't have to. Um, you have to not become cold, but you have to understand that I don't want to say it's cutthroat. It's a cutthroat world, and there are some nice people out here at doing business, but generally have your guard up at all times and put yourself first. Whether you're selling ice cream, houses, if you're fixing plumbing, whatever it is, put your happiness and yourself and your brand first in all regards, because people will act like whatever they have to get a discount or whatever. Some people, like, they're savage salespeople. There are savage customers and clients too. They'll take you for everything you got. Um, doop 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 doop. Transportation company, and then I got lucky and found one of my favorite clients of all time, Rodnisha implement some changes in her business that quadrupled her income and got her to six figures within a year. And it was such a complete shift from my other clients that, like, hey, this person's listening to me, executing the advice and reaping the benefits. And it was such a breath of fresh air, to see her succeed just from like a consultation and a strategy. And it was like, I didn't choose doing the work, you know? Um, that was that was amazing. So yeah, they're bad clients and they're good clients. You might go through more bad clients than good clients, but to me it seems about even. It seems about even. Maybe 40-60, maybe 49-51, but it definitely, you're gonna go through some bad ones before you go through before you find a golden egg. But it's worth it, and don't give up. That's the up and down progress chart. That's all it is with clients. You're gonna get some bad ones. You're gonna get some good ones. At youth risk, at risk youth organization, um, I learned about grassroots marketing, goodwill marketing, and I got a feel for what something can like it. Not I got a good feel for the impact of traditional marketing, like putting a sign here, putting another sign here, nailing the thing with the numbers on light poles. We did some amazing footwork, groundwork, like we were dancing. We did some amazing groundwork, and if you haven't watched the other previous episodes, I talk about this client because he actually, dang, I can't even. It's hard to say. His life was taken from him. He was murdered by somebody he knew months after working with him, and things were going on the up and up, and that was tragic, very tragic, and it messed me up. But well, I already went into that. Um, but yeah, there are prolific clients, and you're gonna have to go through. Sorry, I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop touching my face and ears and stuff when I'm talking. I'm not gonna scratch my eye today. The past videos, I just went right into it. I went right into it the whole time. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna try not to. All right. Um, At-risk youth organization. I helped a private chef, actually two private chefs, and then my call to the one of the most successful one, the one I made the most money with, was an outpatient mental health clinic that was in Texas or Arizona, on the other West Coast. And oh, I also worked with a luxury car company, and I was I felt like I was selling. Like, I wasn't selling though. I was getting people in, and I'll save that story for another day. That was an amazing experience. But the outpatient mental health clinic, that was the first time I had made. I think I made I made thousands of dollars every month, and I was like, this is unreal. It was unreal. And then it was like, Dad, I just made more than I've ever made before. And it was around that time where I knew, like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I've got great clients. All I have to do is scale this agency, and then I'll be able to have my dreams complete and all this stuff. And my heart wasn't in providing digital marketing services. And I knew it wasn't, but I was so stubborn, ornery. Like, no, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make my father that passed away. I'm gonna make him proud that his son has a successful digital marketing agency. Because I had not been brainwashed, but he had been putting that idea of digital marketing and sales since high school. So it was like I thought that was my purpose in life, and it wasn't. It was I was fated. It was my destiny to learn as much as possible about digital marketing and stuff. Like, I learned how the big boys and girls do stuff, run influencer campaigns. I learned how they're spending like They're spending like $1 million a day in Facebook ads so that they can make 2 million a day in Facebook ads. I mean, in sales, and it's like what? And then you see the campaign, you see the how they have their campaigns, and it's like, yo, that's crazy. They will have 200 people wear the whatever. Let's say it's a retail company or a clothing company. They'll have 200 micro influencers, um, or people that have like 10,000 or less. They'll have 200 of them wear the same thing and use the same hashtags in a post, have it all coordinated across different time zones that they're all going to post it at the same time, and then they calculate the return on or the sales that came from that, and they're tracking everything, and it's crazy. Just like my mind opened up seeing how the big boys and girls do that. So I knew I was fascinated with digital marketing and learning all the aspects of it, but my heart ultimately wasn't in being a service provider. And then at that turning point in my life, I didn't know what I was going to do because I know I loved working with people. Most importantly, creatives, uh, entrepreneurs, artists, content creators. What I love working with them, teaching them, and then they walk away like, okay, now I know how to fish, essentially. Um, yeah. So yeah, the outpatient. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste a whole bunch of your time. Um, the outpatient mental health clinic was like a godsend, and it worked perfect. I learned so much from having a good client. You learn more from good clients than bad clients. One of the most important things I'll give you: have templates for your contracts. Um, don't don't charge by the hour. Um, and sometimes you have to. You can calculate by the hour. Do not charge by the hour. If that makes any sense, because you can get stuck. Because I originally started charging by the hour, and it turned sour. That's the best way to put it. It turned sour. I, I, I didn't like it. It wasn't cool. Um, all right. So, one of the most important things you can do: get contracts, y'all. Get the contract templates. Google whatever your industry niche is. What I don't know. Whatever contract. Google that. Go on ChatGPT. Hi ChatGPT. Do you have? Can you help me make a contract for my business? The business name is this. I sell this, I provide this. Can you make a contract that protects me, is concise, clear, and puts my best interest first, and whoop, 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 whoop. Chat GPT will hook you up. Now, you also have to check for mistakes and everything, but having simple contracts can change everything. Like with that first one with the earbud company, he thought I was not so, no, no, let me stop. I'm not gonna say he thought because he could watch this later. Um, it seemed like he thought I was supposed to teach his daughter how to do Facebook ads, and luckily I did have a contract for the strategy, and I told him like I don't mind teaching, but I'm in my contract. It stated exactly what I'm supposed to do. Because if it had been verbal, then he probably could have wrote that in there, like, well, you did say that you blah blah blah. So you just got to be very careful and make sure you're covered. With a simple contract when you're working with clients, whether it's partnerships, commissions, you want to have a solid contract, and yeah, look it up, do research, find out which ones haven't worked, find out. You have to do the research. You have to go on Google, ChatGPT, compare, see what works best for you. But yeah, have the contracts you need. That way you can just ship it right to email, ship it to them. That way you can just email them and they send it back signed. Everybody's happy. Everybody knows what to expect from the relationship. Um, yeah. I also learned that you can be too good at your job. So with that mental outpatient clinic, I was so happy that they paid me so much. They paid me my full price. She didn't haggle or anything. And so I get to work, and I'm working, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill this contract because I just knew like I got this. You know, I'm helping people in need. I'm gonna get these people the help they need. Blah blah blah. And I didn't like 10x their business or whatever, but there was such a significant bump in their incoming, there was a bump in the incoming or whatever, and they were so happy. They were like, "Yes, that's all we needed." And I remember hearing them say that, and I was like, "What?" They were like, "Yeah, that they have some other number. They had some other numbers I wasn't aware of that they were trying to hit, and they hit it, and then they were done." So I learned quickly that every business doesn't necessarily need consistent marketing. Some people only need marketing seasonally. So where I thought I started banking and planning my life around having this client because things were going so good a couple months in. I'm like, this will never end. And I was doing such a good job too. So I'm like, man, I'm working as hard as I can on this. They're paying me. I'm like, this is it. And then they were like, we've reached a threshold for incoming something because they would have needed to hire more staff to deal with the new influx, which wasn't that much, but it just like put them they only wanted to they didn't tell me this, they must have only wanted to bump up like to what their skeleton crew or whatever their current staff could handle without like needing to hire more people. Had to have been it, because they were like, we reached the threshold, we are so happy with your work, and you know we're gonna end it at the 3 months. And I'm like, okay, I was hurt. I was crushed. I'm not gonna lie, I was crushed. But in those 3 months, I had made, like, oh, I had made good money. And then she did come back, and I helped her with another project. But um, I did too good. If I had zoomed out a little bit and took like a practical approach, I could have stretched that for another 3 months, like really. But I was in such a like rush to get them results. I didn't overextend myself, but um, it was wild, that whole situation, because I thought it was it, y'all. I thought it was it. So yeah, you can do too good with your clients. It's not a bad thing. It's the best problem. You just got to figure out how you can tone it down and get that same experience to other people. And I'm grateful I'm able to do that. And I learned how that feels, and I look forward to helping people make these changes in their own business or their own brand, so that they can max out their own presence. Um, but yeah, so these are the tips I wanted to help. I'm gonna end on these tips. Again, thank y'all for your views. I really appreciate you. I love you. I'm grateful to have you on here. And please, if you've watched this far in the video, please make sure to please make sure to drop a like, um, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell and get all the notifications. Whew. See, at the beginning, at the middle, and now I'm gonna hit y'all with some gems that I've learned from my first digital marketing clients, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. Thank y'all, love y'all. One, perfect, not practice, perfect your pitch. It will come in handy when you're least expecting it. Having a 60-second pitch, look up 60-second pitches, they're elevator pitches. You want to perfect. And I'm not saying it's got to be perfect. I'm just saying you want to have it, what's another word? Memorized. You want to have it memorized, your pitch, so that you never know when you're going to need it. You never know. It's one of the best things you can have in your pocket, because you might just randomly end up on a platform and somebody's like, oh, what do you do? What's your business about? You can't be like, man, we sell, I sell socks. Let me know if you need some socks. You need to be like, hey, I'm building, and then go into your spiel. I'm building a brand that's transforming how we take care of our feet, and it's starting with socks, or whatever, and whatever pitch. You want to practice it, because people can tell if they want to hear a well-worn pitch that signifies that whatever you're doing is working. To me, if somebody comes to me and they have a perfect pitch, that pitch must be working for them, and it's probably working on me right now. All right, get the pitch together. Get your close together. Practice closing with family, friends, past clients. If you whatever you want to practice your close, like you've got them right on the hook. They're interested. You need to practice them being interested to you closing the sale. It's Closing is very important, because you can have a bunch of people, and if you say the wrong thing, they get off the hook. You want to close the sale. You want to practice. You want to have like 3 different options for, okay, so I see you're interested, and I can go ahead. I'll go ahead. I can go ahead, and I'll go ahead. 2 completely different reactions sometimes. I'll go ahead and send you an invoice so we can get started. Or you could go with, do you have any questions before we take it to the next level? Or whatever works, whatever has worked, you want to quadruple that. You want to double down on that. So think about how your past closes. What? Think about how your last sales closed. Thank you, grammar thought. Think about how your last sales closed, which you said verbatim, because you want to use that same exact close if you can, or something similar to it. But yeah, practice your pitch, memorize it, and document and practice your closing, because that's the sale. That's the handshake. I'll send you an invoice. Look out for my invoice. Or part of your close could be sending the invoice right there so they can look over it, or whatever it is. Practice your closing, because and the next thing is the follow up. I have a 24-hour follow up. Just me, period. I close it. If I close or have a meeting with you, I'm gonna follow up the next day, just to let you know I love you now. Just to let you know I love you. Like, hey, what's going on? I think I'm falling in love with you. Yeah, so we really gotta do this. Yeah, let's do it. Click. Okay, don't tell them you're falling in love with them. That's a that's a joke. Um, I've said stuff like that, but don't do that. You want your follow up to just be as cordial as possible. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I just wanted to call, follow up. Wanted, did you have a question? Did you have any questions? No? Did you have any questions about the whatchamacallit? All right. So, look, I just wanted to reach out, follow up, thank you, and let you, welcome you to the family and let you know I'm going to 100% take care of you. And more importantly, if you feel anything, you can reach out to this number until we're done. Okay? Blah, 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 blah. You can do that. And you're building a relationship with these people, with these clients. Don't think of it as money in the bag, y'all. I'm telling you. Think of it as people in the family. Because imagine this client ends up staying with you for 7 years. Or you're an artist and they come back, they buy one piece every year or something. You never know. That might be the person to invite somebody to your art gallery show, and then whoever they invited boldly declares they're buying all the art, like in a movie or something. You never know. You never know what could happen. That's not likely, but I'm exaggerating to give an example. You never know. So it's important to follow up promptly, and if you're thinking about them joining your family, think about it. Like, really act like they're joining your family. Like, it's, yeah. Imagine them joining your family. That's the type of relationship that works best for me in my digital marketing, because I'm one on one with people. If you're not one on one with people, realistically, you don't have to worry about closing that much. You don't have to worry about pitching if your work's not in person. You wouldn't. You're probably not even watching this. All right, so um, the pitch needs to be your bread and butter. Like, you should be able to say it 100 times. Say it 100 times, and then it'll be you'll have it, and I don't have to say it 100 times. Listen to me. And if it's not 150, say it 50 times. Say it as many times as you have to memorize it. Practice practice closing, and if you do it with family, they can tell you where you sound weak. I've done it. I sounded weak 8 years ago. I sounded weak. It happens. You get confidence, you get strength in your voice when you're closing, when you're talking about sending that invoice, or yeah, you'll get your confidence, and you'll be able to watch your tonality. It's very important. Google tonality in sales, uh, because it sounds completely different depending on how you modulate your pitch. And like a good technique that I learned with telemarketing was smiling on the phone, um, because it just sounds different. Um, I learned, so one of my first sales jobs, they taught us the law of averages, that like every 100 people is one sale, basically. Live by that, and you'll be fine, because you'll be expecting 97 no's, and it's not, you go through three and get one yes, and then the other 90 whatever are no's. I want you to imagine the first 98, 97 people are going to say no, and you have to push through all of them and get the yes. And you're wondering, why would you do that? Imagine if whatever you're selling, when you get that sale, your profit from one sale is $1,500. Now it makes sense. Now you're like, okay, I'm gonna go through this 100 no's. But um, if the profit was $10, the 100 no's seems completely different. So it really depends on what you're doing, what you're selling, but generally, um, yeah, face that rejection. You want to build a natural filter for clients. Um, like once you get the signs, once you see like, okay, they're probably gonna try to jip me. I don't like the way they're talking. I don't like the way they're asking. They're asking the wrong questions. I don't like their tonality. I don't like the, you'll get a filter for that, and you'll be able to um, get those people out of your life, out of your business's life, because you have to put your happiness and success first in business. And they're not. They're, you don't need no drama in your personal life and your business life. You don't need any drama. It's drama is costs so much more than you think. It costs so much more than you think. Because imagine that drama gets you angry, and then your your anger is misplaced and ruins your day or life. Oh, I gotta hurry up. Um, so yeah, face rejection, build a natural filter. One of the things I did in 2018 to help my agency, and I didn't think it would help at first with my sale. I did like a couple of sales webinars and sales camps and everything. I'm like learning, brushing up on all my sales and everything. And one of it was a clip they were talking about a clip from, I almost said Bill Gates, not Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Um, and Steve Jobs said, say no, practice saying no. And I was like, practice saying no? I was like, I'm good at saying no, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't. I wasn't as good as I thought I was. So I took it upon myself to say no 1,000 times in a day. And if you're like, seems a bit excessive, it was less than 20 minutes. And it permanently changed uh, the wiring of my brain and the tonality that I say no. Because originally it was like, no, 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 I don't know, oh no. And then I swear to God, it was like a light switch clicked and flipped, switched. What do you do to light switches? You flip them, right? Yeah, flip that light switch. Like somebody flipped the light switch, and it was like, no, can't do it. No, not. Oh, I wish I could help. No, can't do it. Nope. No. No. Nope is offensive sometimes. Don't say nope, but you just want a clear, bold, neutral no. Almost like you're like reading something like, no, 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 no. And if you're wondering how did I say it 1,000 times, I think I was going through. I would say it 100. I said it 100 times, 10 times. So I was doing like one, two, like no, 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 no. I did it, um, and towards the end, I could feel the strength from my no permanently increase, and it's been like that for years now. And it's like, yeah, I I look forward, not look forward, but like I'm waiting. I'd be waiting for my no. They're like, oh, can you? No, can't do that because I'm putting my happiness and business first. Just recently, and I think over this weekend or next week, I'll be sharing y'all my how I started on eBay, and I'm only making I'm not making that much on eBay, but I did start selling stuff around the stuff I love to make extra another income stream, and it started working. I mean, it's working, but I had a $900 jacket um, that I was trying to sell on it, and somebody offered somebody, he didn't even like officially offer it. He like went into the message me and was like 200, like, like no, like what are you talking about? No, like I can't do that. I'm not giving you $700 off. Like it's like, because then that would be so stupid to give somebody that and then they turn around and sell it for 9. You know how dumb I would have felt if I sold it for 2. Like, oh, I'm so desperate, and then I sell it, and then they turn around and sell it. Like, no. People don't have your best intentions. That person did not have my best intentions in mind, and they would have given me. They would have taken it if I said okay. They'd be like, great, yeah, because they're putting themselves and their family first. You need to be doing the same. Um, don't help lazy or manipulative people. Don't help them. This is all part of that filtering clients and friends, family, whatever. Do not help lazy people. Some lazy people are geniuses. I'm not saying they're bad people, but if you help them, especially within your business, they will turn your business into a crutch immediately, and you'll think, "Oh no, I'm not gonna let it get to that point." I'm telling you, it's already at that point. The second you help them, you just don't know it yet. It's that simple. Don't help lazy or manipulative people. I've done it. I wish I hadn't, but I'm glad I went through that because in my mind, me sharing this experience and tips, tools, advice, I'm saving somebody's life or business right now because I'm hoping you watch this and then something happens and they're trying to can't I know you have your prices set up so that you can, manage your life, but can't you do it a little bit cheaper? Like, no, I can't do it any cheaper. You want to pull yourself out of it and give not a robotic no, but like just cold math. Like, no, I can't do that. It's not gonna make it. Doesn't make any sense for me. And then yeah, help is a dangerous word too in business. Don't help anybody. You could provide, uh, nurture. Don't help. Don't help unless you like. Imagine an artist helping somebody. Yeah, helping somebody with a character design. How many times you gonna help them? I've seen it. I've coached artists on this. How many times you gonna help them with your art? Maybe once, right? Now, what about the second time? How come they're not paying you? You gotta hit them with that pitch, like, hey, you know what? I think we could work out a perfect commission schedule, or we could do this, or we could do that. And then you hit them with your pitch. Then you've already practiced your close, you know, and you're waiting till they get to the yeah. I think I'd really like to, and you're like, okay, great. So look, What's your email address, so I can send you this invoice, so I can get your money from you. um, but yeah, that's it. That's it. Um, that's all that's what this episode was going to be about. Lessons I learned from my first wave of digital marketing clients. I hope you're able to grab some insight from this. But yeah, you don't need any drama. Practice your pitch. Practice your close. Um, practice. Make sure you follow. Make sure you follow up and bring them into your family. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Um, Artist, chef, content creator, whatever it is, make sure you're pulling people into your family. And soon I'm gonna have my Discord and everything set up. Once things start moving, I'm thinking like next month. Really, I'm not super duper moving too fast with this. I'm taking it month by month with these videos, and I'm just grateful. But yeah, that's the I'm gonna end the episode there. I hope y'all are able to build the filter for your future clients. I hope you practice saying no. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Take 20 minutes by yourself. Practice saying no. It's a life changing thing for me. Hopefully, it is for you too. I love y'all. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please drop a like, leave a comment about what you have learned from your clients, what you hope to learn from your clients, and if you did I already did I just say it? If you haven't already, like, share, comment, click the notification bell, subscribe, uh, everything. Do everything to my video, please. I love y'all. Thank you for your time, and I will see you tomorrow. Love, peace, chicken grease. I am.